Hi guys, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel again. Happy visas. My name is Philip Port and I've been an immigration advisor for about 20 years. I'm based overseas. I'm not working from England, but I have been in immigration or doing immigration work for about 20 years. Now, I often get asked in my videos about what is suitable accommodation, mainly for children. So you're applying for the family visa for your husband or wife. They've got children, you're sponsoring them, and people want to know what is suitable accommodation. Now, normally this refers to overcrowding. Is there enough room for the children? Are they going to have their own rooms? Are they going to be separate rooms? Are they going to be living in the same room as their parents? So basically, it's based on whether the child is 1 year old, whether the child is 10 years old. If there's more than one child, are they girls and boys, or are they boys and boys, or girls and girls? It depends on many factors. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all the sizes, all the requirements in the text below, so that you can, figure it out. But I will go through it with you, and I'll give you my observations about it. Before I do that, suitable accommodation also means, do you have permission from other people living at the property? So before I go on to the sizes and things like that, you've got to make sure that anybody who's living at the property gives their consent that you can invite your spouse and their children to live in the same house. So that's the first thing. You're going to need all their details, their passport numbers, their ages, a lot of private information that some people might not want to give out. And if you're just renting out a room, people are not going to be happy about it. So you've got to bear that in mind. That's suitable accommodation. Do you have everybody's consent? So let's get back to the overcrowding. So basically, rules change all the time. I don't think the Housing Act will change, but what you should do after watching this video, because this video might be online for a year or two and things might change, just do a Google search on the Housing Act of 1985 and you'll find out if anything's been updated, because that's what the Home Office go off. They go off the Housing Act of 1985. So just Google that and that will tell you what suitable accommodation is. But I am going to go through it now. So this is what it says. The Housing Act provides requirements which, if breached, will make the accommodation overcrowded. Other family members who will be living at the property must be taken into account for the calculations, even if they're not making an application. So it doesn't matter if it's friends, family, if you're sharing with people you don't know, you've got to take them into account on every application, put all their details, things like that. The number of people allowed to occupy a room is determined by the size of the room and the occupants' ages. Only rooms of 50 square feet or more are counted. So you've got to make sure your room is 50 square feet or above. Remember, you can use the living room, that's counted, but you can't use your kitchen or your bathroom or your outhouse. You couldn't use that. It would have to be the lounge area or any bedrooms. You can use that in the footage. This is any room that could be used for sleeping and therefore includes living rooms, but not the kitchen or bathroom. Any children under the age of 1 year old are not counted. Children between 1 and 10 years old are counted as half. So in other words, it's not one person in a room if they're under the age of 10. It would be, if you had 2 children, it would be counted as one child, half. But again, I'm going to put all that in the bottom of the video so you can read about it. I realise it's very confusing, and so that's why I'm going to put it in there. Yeah. So if they're over 10, the opposite sex who are not a couple, they cannot sleep in the same room. The applicant could provide a floor plan to verify the number of available rooms. So normally I don't do that, and I just normally put it's 4-bedroom house, living with my parents, the parents are owners, or I'm the owner, nobody else living in the flat. I don't give a floor plan, but you might want to give a floor plan to stop delays if you've got a lot of people living at the property and you need to get their permission, because they might want to send a housing inspector if you don't, just to make sure that them kids, the children living there. And unfortunately, you can't hide the fact that they're living there, because the Home Office will probably check, who's registered on the council tax. So they'll check who's registered at the property, and that could lead to long delays or possibly even a refusal if you make that mistake. So that's basically it. Suitable accommodation normally refers to overcrowding. They want to make sure the children have got their own rooms, but it does also refer to, who is living there. Is it a safe environment? Are the children going to be protected? If it's a dangerous environment, they're not going to allow the children to live there. So just to recap, don't forget to check out the Housing Act of 1985. Don't forget to read below what I've said in this video. I've got all the measurements there, all the sizes, all the examples below. Please subscribe if you like the video. Thank you very much. Bye guys, and don't forget to like. Thank you.